Hey everybody, welcome back to another temporary cardboard video. Today we're going to unbox Bonsai by DV Games. I wanted to look that up beforehand, but I forgot. This is the second video in the same day, less than an hour ago, right? This just came in and I want to take it to board game night, but I figured tonight, which by the way, but I wanted to show this one off too. So let's get down to business and see what comes in Bonsai. This is a tile laying game where everyone is trying to build the most beautiful bonsai tree and get the most points. In doing so, that determines who made the best one. As in everything in life, right? Whoever has the most points in everything. Art and everything. So here we go. It's a tile layer. Let's see if I can keep that. I can probably keep that right there. Boom. If you start off with the rule book, not too shabby. All right. We are placing wood tiles and leaf tiles and flower tiles and fruit tiles in a certain order, gaining hopefully getting goals along the way to get bonus points. We are drafting cards. Oh, the main bonsai styles. That's cool. That's just it's some knowledge for you right there about different styles of trees, and that is part of it. Part of the game is growing a tree, trimming a tree so that it goes below the pot or off to the sides of the pot. And it's certain styles. That's very cool. I always like that. And they add a little extra stuff above and beyond. And what I also love is information on the back page instead of just art. Use every piece of the puzzle there, right? So here we have, there's a specific name for these tiles, but they go into your player area, and let me pop these out, and they go right in front of you, right here, and you're going to draft cards, and they're going to go on the left and right, depending on what type of card you get. And they also tell you the more of these icons that you get in your tableau as you build out to the side, this tells you what type of tiles you can place. So a wild tile, let me zoom in here. So a wild tile, a wood tile, or a leaf tile. And the more of these icons you have growing this way, I believe, the more you get those icons you get, the more tiles you can place. And then the number here, that number will eventually, you can add more numbers here, add them up. That will be how many tiles you can hold in your personal supply. Because you have to get them into your supply and then place them in your tree. So this is now empty. We'll get that out of here. And here's our pots that we start with. We'll punch the blue one out first because I am always blue player. And we have a nice little pot here, a container, and everyone starts with one trunk or tree wood tile to start with. And like most tiling games, tiles have restrictions on how you place them. Wood has this different restriction versus leaf, and which is different from flower and different from fruit as well. And you get more points based off the type of tiles that they have at the end of the game. Here we have our goals. If we meet certain objectives during the game, we gain the certain ability, or gain the points at the end of the game, I should say. Hopefully, I have to come out a little bit there. So we can, if you have 8 or more, there we go. If you have 8 or more wood tiles anywhere in your tree, you'll get 5 points, and then you get 10, you get 10, 12, you get 15. 5, 7, and 9 gets you the respective points for leaves and fruit as well. And then what is cool here is so you can see this one's right here. Boom. If you have 3 or more flowers that hang over the edge of your container, you get points. And the more you do, the more you get. And then if at the bottom here, if you go over that certain edge, you get 7. If you go over both edges, you get 10. And if you get over one edge and go below your container, you get 14. Hopefully you can see that right there. And what's interesting is as soon as you, like most games, when you meet or beat the objective, you claim it, right? In this game, you can you choose to claim it or renounce it, but if you renounce it, you can never get it. So and we only use there's 5 different types, but you only use 3 in a game as well. You just randomly decide that or decide which ones you want to play with. But here, if I have met this goal here at the time the turn that I meet this objective or exceed it, I just choose to claim it, and I would claim it, and at the end of the game I would get 7. Or if I renounce it, to try and get the better one next turn, because one player can only have 1 type of each goal. So once you have a blue goal, you can no longer get any other blue goals the rest of the game, or pink, but you can go for other pink, and like a pink goal, right? So if I renounce this goal here, because I'm going to try and go for this goal later on in the game, Susan gets this one, and I renounce this one as well. I'm out of luck because I can't get ones I've renounced, and this one was taken away from me, so I'm not getting any points. So that was kind of cool, I thought. So that's goals. And let's punch these last 2 out here and be done with this to recycle. Here's going to be the bulk of the remaining punch boards. We'll just punch 1 or 2 of these. These are our wood tokens, double-sided. Bada bing. And wood tiles have to be placed next to at least 1 other wood tile. And this is probably going to be a little hard to see with my, so I can go bottom right here. It'll be a little more, hopefully better to see here. So wood tiles have to be adjacent to another wood tile. And again, I have a wood playmat, so it might be a little hard to see. And then we have leaf tiles. They have to be next to at least 1 wood tile. That sounds a little more. It does, as you can see, the art has. Oh, let me go back to the close-up here so you can see that. Bada bing. The wood tile has, the leaf tile has 1 edge of the art that has a little wood on there. It's just to remind you it has to touch at least 1 other wood tile. It can touch multiple, but it doesn't have to be this exact side. It just has to be 1 side. It has to match. So, like so. Oh, I don't know why I dropped. I don't want to put these on the floor yet because I haven't punched them yet. Let me pick that back up because I don't want it to get dirty or damaged or lost or trashed. So the last piece of punch board we have is half flower and half fruit. All right. So these have the flowers have to be touching at least 1 flower, or so the flower has to touch at least 1 leaf. I spoke there, and the fruit has to touch 2 adjacent leaf tiles, which I need to punch out 1 or 2 more of these guys to show that off. So, actually, let's do that, right? Let me zoom in a little bit more for you folks. So we got this here, and then we can place this fruit here. If I've got enough icons here. Sorry, I'm blanking on the words. It's my second video of the day. So fruit has to touch at least 2 other leaves, if I'm remembering right, and if I had another, this is illegal. So if I were to cheat a little bit here and do that, so far that's fully legal. Fruit cannot be next to or touching any other fruit. So this would not be good. I would have to get some more leaf out here. And I think even this is illegal too, because this leaf's got to touch at least 1 wood. There we go. So now we are fully legal. And then now this would be illegal, right? So I have to try and get another. Well, this flower, I keep putting the flower in the wrong spot. We'll do that. So that's cultivating actions. I mentioned card drafting. We've got, ooh, I like this. It's not plastic. We're using, they're shipping with these now. Oh, paper slots there. They're super easy to get out and better for the environment. So, we also have here this little board here that goes out in the center. We shuffle up cards. We don't use all the cards. If you're playing with 4 players, we use all the cards. Some cards have dots on them to take them out if it's for a 2, 3, or 4 player game. And we come back to our close up here. We have we shuffle up. We got some. Take some of these out because there we go. First, we'll show off this little cheat sheet reminder cards. So we'll show that off, and I'll look at these other ones here. So at the end of the game, wood tiles aren't worth anything. Leaf tiles are worth 3, and then flower score for each edge that is not that is open. Each edge gets 1 point. So each flower can at best score 5 points, and it gets the more credit it gets, the less it's worth. And then fruit anywhere on your tree gets you 7 points, and as a reminder, you can't be adjacent to any other fruit. So everyone gets one of these. And then here, the rest of these all have this backing here. We shuffle these up, and they go here on this board. And they come out, we'll do this way here. We'll randomly just take one out here. And on a, I believe it's meditating action is let you draft cards. And you can gain a card that is a tools, and they go to the left of your starting area here, and this +2 number lets you store more tiles in your personal supply, and you decide what types, right? So you start with 5, and you can increase. Looks like they're all give you +2. There's not too many of them, actually. We've got 2, 4, 6 of those cards. And then we have a bunch of tile cards. They give you either a wood tile or a they don't give you, I apologize. They let you during your cultivate action, which is placing tiles. I mentioned these little icons up here. That determines how many of that type you can place. So on our starting, everyone starts with a little starting board here. Everyone can start placing one wild, which is any of your choice, right? Any 1 wood and any 1 leaf. So on a future turn, if I were to draft this card here and place it to the right of my board, this specific card would let me place from my personal supply 1 fruit to my tree. But I have to have it from my supply. And then the more I get, I go to the right and grow that way, and you just need to see the left edge of the card, right? So they kind of come out that way. So I can put out 6 types of tiles of those variety, right? That's how those work. We have masters, which as soon as you draft it, it goes face down in your area, and you get to gain whatever tile he has at the bottom. So here, this guy gives you 1 wild, 2 wood for this master. The top master art is the same, but we get different rewards. So that's 2 wood, 2 leaf, a leaf and a fruit, a leaf and a flower, 1 wild, 1 wood, 1 leaf. Oh, here we go. We got 3. And these ones appear to have the 3 dots. So this you would only see in a 2-player game. You would not see this master because in the bottom right-hand corner he's got 3 dots that say "Don't use me." Remove me from the game in a 2-player game, right? But they give you a lot of stuff. Then we have helper cards. So when you draft these guys, you get to put whatever tiles that you represent at the bottom from your personal supply into your tree. You don't have to have both tiles. You can do one or the other, or neither, actually. It all depends. Maybe you just don't want that player to... Again, these cards will come out in this row here, and when someone takes a card, they slide this way. Oh, and when you take a card, you get the corresponding um, thing below it. So, if I wanted to take this helper, I would get no tiles. If I were to take this card, which is endgame scoring, that's what these banner cards yet we haven't talked about yet. You either get a wood or a leaf. If I take this card, I get a wood and a flower, and take this card, a leaf and a fruit. You take it, you place it, and it slides, and then reveals that way, right? So these banner cards, I believe they're called. For this at the end of the game, these go face down when you draft them, and at the game they get revealed and tallied in final scoring. So this is 2 points for every tile card onto the right of your player area. 2 points for a specific tile, so flower, fruit, wood, and 2 points for every helper, and 2 points for every master. You got a bag of bags, which is always nice for tiles. Keep all the tiles separate when you put it away. We have a score sheet, so we get points for at the end of the game. We score points for remember, we get let's show off this. Sorry, points for every leaf, flower, and fruit. Points off banners and points off goals. Whoever has the most points wins. And I believe tie is player closest to the left of the starter player, if I remember right. And we got a nice, cool little insert here too. The water pail there. And that is Bonsai. Looking forward to checking out. I love tiling. I love the idea. You get at the end of the game, everyone's got their own beautiful Instagram-worthy bonsai tree to post on the internet and say that they've won and beat Nick in the game, because Nick never wins. Nick rarely wins. But that's Bonsai. Thanks for watching, folks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to see it played on the channel, let me know. I'm going to try and start having some friends over here hopefully soon for the game nights. That'd be fun. I don't know if they'll want to be on camera for it, but we'll see. Baby steps. Let me know whatever type of content you'd like to see going forward on the channel. I'm always open to ideas. As you can see, this is my second one of the day. I'm trying to dive back in the deep end and do some more unboxings. Got a lot of cool games coming in, and justify adding it to my collection and playing it, and also streaming it. So thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye.